That's quite a painting behind you. Ah, ha, you noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. I mean, I wasn't really interested, but not for sale. I'm not buying, alright. Okay. Alright, so... yeah, the bad news. Hi. Oh, you're back! Did you find the lawyer? Well, see... I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. My goodness. Lies upon lies. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help? Yeah. I see. I've been abandoned then. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive? The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer and she left the mountain. So you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I'd lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain. So who is this man who ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. Made quite a stir, everyone was talking about it. The police were running out of leads and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved. We thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course. But a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 PM. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? I can go home! I can just not do this. I wonder what happens if you select that. I don't want to, but I wonder what happens if you do. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. What? Why? Why? Well... I can't abandon you. Someone else is the culprit. Well, I can't abandon you. There we go. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know. I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you, but I actually wanted the state-appointed lawyer. Sniff. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Phew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes! And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? Something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? So when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive, there has to be something in there. My back. So, go back here. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment at your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? Ah, I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no. Hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, now's my chance to snoop around a bit. Ah, I almost forgot. Ah! No, you came back quick. Man, I asked you to inform Miss May that there is a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phone. Weren't the last words of me a red, white, blue? Oh, right, sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp? Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? I think we've looked at everything else already. Screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. Now's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? Oh, wiretap? What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? Wiretap added to the court record. This is so illegal. Like, there's no, like, there's something suspicious about this Miss May. Why would she have something like this in her hotel room? The story behind all this, I know it. Alright, I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial. That's for sure. That's definitely not for sure. That's illegally obtained. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy, still there? Time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court. To be continued. Save progress. I think you just did save the progress, didn't you? I don't know. September the 7th, 10 AM. District Court, courtroom number 1. Oh, we've been promoted this time. We're in 1. Bang. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fay. Prosecution's ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. That's questionable. I don't know how any of these are ready, but how these are ready in one single day. Miles Edgeworth. Better not show any signs of weakness today. He'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fay, was at the scene of the crime. That's meaningless. Prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, which is, and we have a witness who saw her do it. You don't. Prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. Prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. He's not going to provide you any evidence, though. And I'm not doing his voice because my throat's going. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. You were being ordered around on the case, so we know that that's not true. Right. I'm going to play this. You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to me again. What is it this time? It's a clock. The clock isn't talking right now. I'd take the clock out so I could put paper inside it. See you tonight at 9. I just wanted to check that. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. The cause of death, loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir. Sir. The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Floor plans added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir? You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fay, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe? Please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Mayerfay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Mayerfay. Why? We had a witness... Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Mayerfay at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honour. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, May just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions on witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. I think we did that last time. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honour. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Right. Let's just so we'll press on each point. As soon as the phone came in, I rushed to the scene. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gatewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay. I pressed. Not sure it did much though. Right, please continue. There were 2 people there already. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? I thought this would have been what we pressed last time. Right. I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. The motto this month is quick response. It's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us who the 2 people we found on the scene were. Yes, sir. The defendant and the lawyer, that's called. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair, you 2 stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to the press with a little more care. I immediately arrested Miss Mayerfay. Why is that? What's your reason? Why? We had a witness account describing her. Hold on just one second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that? Me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what this suspicious... What about this suspicious woman in pink? Pink's claim was hard evidence. What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is in pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honour, sir. Which undermines it. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honour. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Okay, the hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How we don't know that's what it was. How you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honour, why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know, I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honour, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well, the defence may begin its cross-examination. Right, next bit of cross, okay. Let's see what we've got. I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I don't think there's any reason to press that. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Press. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. We know the victim wrote it! Oh, then who did write it, Smarty Pants? But who? The killer could have done it. The killer, anyone can see that. Oh, you're saying the killer wrote her own name? Buddy, please. She was framed. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? Yeah, he's got a point. I thought it was more a case of it was a memo. It's not a memo, it's a name. I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Flipping heck, your witness dude here? Yeah, pal. I'll tell us what was written on that memo. The word mayor was clearly written in blood. I'll test you if the victim was... Yeah, also the... Right, press that one. Detective Gumshoe. Do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, happens all the time in books and in movies. This isn't a movie, detective. Oof. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess I haven't heard of many cases... No. Don't you find it a little odd the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister. Well, yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. It is not irrelevant. I'm not even asking his opinion. I wasn't asking his opinion. I was asking if this regularly happens, and is this a regular occurrence? The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Okay, now you're making a supposition. Order. That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. That's his whole testament. Okay, that has to be fine. Let's find it. Can I press on this? Just press on everything because I don't know. Did you find any evidence? Now, don't jump the gun on me. Just listen. I'm getting to the good part. What am I feeling about this? Right. Let's have a look at this. So if I look at this... with letters written in blood on the back. I want to know what the receipt was. So, yeah, I was hoping for a bit more detail. So she's here, and the kind of weapon was there, and the memo was around here, wasn't it? So... Well, it was clearly written in blood. Okay, we knew that's the case. Do you have proof it was Mia who wrote that? Of course I do, pal. Okay, let's go around. Showed that blood was the victim's. Oh, okay. I can go that way. I don't have to go around. That's the victims. And what kind of tests were these again? Huh? What kind? Well, I hear they take the little bits in the blood, the hemoglobin bobbin. I refuse to testify in this matter, pal. No expert on blood tests. Yes, that was quite clear. You continue with your testimony. Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir. Detective Gumshoe. Yeah? I look forward to your next evaluation, as should you. Uh-oh. That was a mess. Right, where was I? There was blood found on the victim's finger. Challenge that one. On which hand was the finger? The right hand. She was right-handed. Ha 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 ha. Nice try. I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was going to get there. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Like, I've already pressed this. Death was instantaneous. Objection! Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note, that she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course you wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. But backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... no butting your way out of this one, detective. So the only evidence for Maya being guilty is... we've thrown that. The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down.